Hey, hey.
Hi!
Oh, good morning, good afternoon, and good.
Evening!
Yes, yes,
Hi,
yes.
Reese!
Hello, everyone. Hope everyone's okay. Well, on
Hi,
the
guys!
16th of July, 2022.
It's
I know, I
been a
know,
while.
I know. It feels like decades ago. We do apologise
Ever.
for all the fans, for everyone that's contributed. Hello, Reese. How you doing? Hope you came well. Um, But yeah, we've got a lot to catch up on. I promise you that. But Trance, how you feeling? You good? All good?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I had a
yeah.
rough day yesterday,
Oh no.
but overall, it's been a good couple of months. Um, Yeah, yesterday I left work to find that my driver's side window was shattered.
Oh bloody hell.
Yeah, it was like my coworkers were standing by my vehicle and I was like, "What's going on?" And then I looked at it and then I guess I didn't register right away that it was my truck. And then I finally realized that's my truck. And yeah, the driver's side window had been shattered. So I talked to a police officer about it, did a report, and he said that from what we can glean, because no other cars had shown any damage or anything,
Yeah.
that like there had been an issue with anybody messing with cars or whatever. Um, they were doing the yard and a rock had flown and either broke my window or cracked it, and it just shattered in the heat. So
Bloody hell. Bloody hell. I don't get these people sometimes. I don't know why they do it. Do you know what I mean? It's just not fair. Do you know what I mean? And
yeah,
it's just madness, to be
it
fair. And
was.
it's,
He's like,
yeah.
that's just bad luck. I was like, you're telling me, dude.
I know.
Yeah, there's nothing I could do about it, Reese. I mean, it was already done, and nobody had seen it, so we didn't have anything. So I'm gonna talk to the director of my department like the next day or two, and next couple days, and see if, because I know that he'll want to know if anything happened. He'll want to look at all the evidence that he has or has access to anything that he can find, external cameras or whatnot,
Yeah.
and then we'll see what happened and all that good stuff. And yeah, it was quite the shock to come out of work and have my my window just shattered. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Thank you for that hug, Reese. And it did work. The hug worked. I'm so excited.
Wicked. But yeah, I hope everything gets sorted from your side, Trans.
Yeah.
And it's not nice when you get like go to your car and just like the window's gone. Do you know what I mean? So it's just
Yeah.
idiots. Do you know what I mean? Um, but I'm hoping that we're gonna have a fantastic episode, a long episode. The reason why we
It's
say
a
long
long one.
episode because we've got 5 articles, and they are, well, 2 of them are short, but 3 of them are at least a good discussion
Hmm.
until we get to the main discussion
Hmm.
topic. Anyway,
Oh,
uh,
there is good news, though.
oh, okay,
In the last couple of months, there is good
I'll
news.
keep doing that. Yeah,
We 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 got our. I was telling you in messages, and I think I told you too, Malk. We got a puppy. So
yes,
she is now. Well, we've had her for 2 months. She's now 9 months old. We got her in
yeah,
the end of May, right after you had your, right around the
oh,
time you had your
oh,
operation.
yeah, yeah,
And we got her, and we've had her for 2 months. I know, right? Vanilla. It was crazy. It was like weird, dude. It was like, yeah. We thought maybe it was vandalism, but like I said, no other cars had been touched in the parking lot. There was no other signs that anybody else's car had been damaged. So it was either a rock or kids roughhousing and accidentally cracking the window and it just shattered or whatever. There was a rock I found in my floor that was about like that, so pretty reasonably sized rock. So that would have done it if it got hit by a weed eater or a mower and flung into my window. But it was, Yeah. I was afraid that it might have been vandalism. Of course, when you're in that moment, like your mind goes a mile a minute, right? You're thinking like,
Yeah.
happened? What's the problem? Why did this happen to me? Like you're going through a whole bunch of stuff. And I was telling Malk about this before the show a few hours ago. I was saying that if me personally, I know that I've made a lot of growth mentally
Yes.
because the person that I was even this time last year, if that would have happened, I would have broken down like right then and there. Like I would have cried, screamed, a million different emotions, maybe even go into a panic attack because I would have been like so overwhelmed at that moment.
Yeah.
But I'm very proud of myself that I kept a level head. And at first I was like, what do I do? Do I call the cops? Do I do this? Do I do that? And guess I'm getting teary eyed talking about this. I'm getting teary eyed. And
Oh,
so I called my stepdad, and he's like, do a police report and then contact your insurance. And so that's what I did. I did a police report, and then I'm going to talk to the director of the department, and then I'm going to contact my insurance afterwards. But I'm really, really proud of the growth that I've had, and the fact that that moment really showed how different of a person I am now, even from a year ago.
yeah,
So like,
absolutely.
so I was like really proud of myself for that. Like that was a good moment.
Absolutely. And,
But
and that's the different side because it's like, it's
mm-hmm.
unbelievable. Do you know what I mean? And fair
Yeah,
play to you for keeping it cool and calm as
yeah.
well. That's what you got to think about.
I've
But
also applied for that position again, guys. I was talking to you guys about at my work or putting together the programs. I've applied for that, and I'm hoping I get that in the near future.
yeah,
That'd be a wonderful resolution to this whole ordeal if I get that in the next few weeks. That'd be great. That would show me
fingers
that
crossed. Come on,
balanced universe.
come on, let's get this hype going. Let's get some hashtags going for
Thank you,
trans.
Vanilla. Thank you,
Come
Reese.
on. Reese has sent a thank you for the hug, Reese, and also thank you for the hydrate, which you
We gotta
missed so
hydrate.
much.
Oh, I did see it. I see it. I see it now. Okay, ready, Reese? We're good. We're good.
There we
Ready?
go.
Hmm.
Mm.
Cheers.
Nice, nice. I got my lovely alcohol kicking in. Good.
You know what color that is? You know what this is,
That's
right?
blue.
You know
Oh
what
yeah.
this is?
Do? Is it do?
It's
Something
the
do?
Baja Blast
Is
Mountain
it?
Dew. It's the one that you get at Taco Bell.
Oh really?
You can buy it in 12 packs now. It's great.
I'm
It's
guessing
my
you
favorite
bought.
Mountain Dew ever. It's my favorite Mountain Dew
I'm
ever.
guessing you bought like loads of those 12
No,
packs,
I
didn't
only
you?
bought one. I was very good.
Yeah, right. We
I only
heard that
bought one.
before.
We've been drinking the shit out of it, but I only bought one. I wanted to buy more.
Yeah,
But
Reese. Before you say anything, I've only got a few of the
Baja
cans, so
Blast.
use it wisely. Use it
Yeah.
wisely with that. But
Mine's
yeah,
not limited anymore, guys, I don't think.
oh
It's just
no,
got time cool down, but there's no limit on it anymore. So you guys can do hydrants on my channel as long as you wait the cool down. But yeah, so it's been a very interesting 2 weeks. Got a puppy, window shattered, like you do. Been working on my D&D campaign. I have my player's handbook, my D&D player's handbook back here that I've been keeping access to and working on
yeah,
and putting all my characters together and doing my world and all that shit. So that's been a good way to focus my energies when I'm not working. So
that's
I've been
good.
doing.
That's good. Well, I was going to say, because you're doing much of that D&D, you haven't done much on the RP side, have you?
I haven't.
Really?
No, I haven't been in GTA RP or Red Dead RP for a while,
Really?
because I've been so busy with work, and lately I've just been working on that. And you were out of commission for a little bit, and then me and Daya Senpai were in Red Dead, and then things happened, and we're not in Red Dead, and then we were kind of in and out of the city a little bit, but things have kind of died down in the city. They're doing a whole revamp of the city, so
Yeah.
they're going to reopen, brand new reopening again. But yeah, so I just haven't been doing any of that. I haven't really played a lot of games either, honestly. I've been working on this last few weeks.
Yeah.
He's been playing a lot of Smites and other things. So
Oh, okay.
he started his own Discord channel too, just to hang out with people. So that's pretty cool.
Really?
Yeah.
Just goes on. Bloody hell. Fair enough. Fair play to him.
While you're getting everything, I'm gonna start popping my links, so you can go ahead and say what's been going on with you, Milk.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Trans, for that. It's been a mad few months, to be fair, as some of you may know. If not, I've had a recent op. I've been told to rest for 4 weeks, and it has been successful. So it's all good. And to be fair, though, it's just to be honest, it was just more of trying to get myself better. I've been waiting for it for 2 years now. I would have had it early in the year, but because I've had COVID, I couldn't have had it at the time because they're really strict. So luckily, they did it, and I managed to get the op that I need. And after that, we was about to come back last week on the 9th of July, but unfortunately, Trans was not feeling too well at that time, so we had to do it that way. Yeah, Reese.
Sorry, I was popping all my links. I'm sorry, my commands. I was just popping them all so that they were done. That's all taken care of.
Popping them on that. Yeah, so that's what's happened with my side. I'm okay, as you can see. I'm perfectly fine. It's good to be back and properly, and I'm just because everyone else was asking.
Yeah.
Definitely, Reese. This is at least
totally.
You're both feeling all good now. Yeah, touch wood. I am actually touching wood now on my bed, but you know what I mean.
I got my wall.
Why don't you just use?
Because my timers don't automatically kick in. If I don't start it right away, the timers don't automatically kick in. They might time out now. They might do timers now, but they don't kick in right away on their own for some weird reason. They never have. It's been weird.
No. Vanilla, I've missed you so much, and I've said this on the comments on here.
Yeah, last week, guys, you guys know I had COVID not too long ago, like the beginning of May. Last week I had a close contact situation, and we were afraid that I was going to wind up getting symptoms again, but all I had was a sore throat for a few days, and then we're good. No worries. That was nice.
And I think Reese mentioned about the essays pod before we had the spam of the stream elements. Unfortunately, that's gone into shit on that one.
A folder called "fuck off."
Yeah, exactly. Absolutely stamped. That's it.
You've missed me. You know you've missed me.
Oh hell yes, I have. To be fair, I think everyone's missed us.
I've missed you guys too. You know what?
Oh God!
Oh, Vanilla. I haven't played either, so I can't tell you. There's been a bunch of updates to FF14, so.
Yeah. I'm glad you had to reiterate that. Oh, you go, Reese is asking that question again. Save that for the Ask Us Anything part, Reese.
I told you I haven't played anything in a while. It's been a while.
Save that for the while. Hello, Lucky. How you doing?
Hi,
mate?
Luciano. How are you? Good to see you again, buddy. Thank you for joining.
You'll never.
If I give you an answer at some point, I'll tell you. But I haven't been to either of them or anything really.
But yeah, guys. Like for me and Trans, we have been trying to get ourselves back into normality and trying to finish off this season 2, which is the longest ever season we've ever agreed on as such. But
and you guys were the ones that said you wanted us to continue season 2, so we were like, we have to do it.
Absolutely. And I was going to say, luckily Trans said that because of the long break that we had with the 4 weeks, about nearly 2 months.
It was longer than that. It was almost 2 weeks. It was almost 2 months. Yeah.
2 weeks. Yeah.
2 weeks. It was more than 2 weeks.
Yeah. So me and Trans were discussing, thinking, shall we stop at 15, even though we meant to say that we did 20 episodes, or shall we carry on? Carry on and just finish off the 20. But there'll be a little bit of differences in the next few seasons coming up. So. Do you mind if I say this, Trans? Do you mind if I say that? So what's going to happen is we're going to finish off season 2 with 5 more episodes, including this. So this episode 16, we're going to go all the way to episode 20, as agreed by you guys. After episode 20, I could not remember if we said we're going to have another break in between or go
We
straight
really
to...
should do another break because we're going to be going into the fall, and we know how fall is with me, based off last season.
Yeah,
So we should have like a break or whatever and start next year. But
that's fine. So,
okay. Well, correction. If we take the rest of the year off,
yeah,
then because we originally talked about going straight into season, we talked about going straight into it.
yeah.
But if we take the rest of the year off, then we start season 3 next year. But that's a decision that we have to make. But we originally talked about doing it the other way. So
Yeah, so the other way would have been small break. We would have gone straight to season 3, but season 3 would be the lowest episodes ever. Would have been 10 episodes, due to the fact that because of the gap that we've had from due to
yeah.
real
It
life
would have already been
scenarios.
shorter, guys, because season 2 would have gone longer than season 1 did. Because season 1 started later, but we would have already had to shorten season 3 anyway. So we'll figure it all out. We'll let you guys know before the end of this season what we're doing. But
Yeah,
we had talked about making season 3 like 10 episodes, and then starting a season 4 fresh next year.
yeah,
And going back to like maybe 15 episodes, so we have extra days like this in case something else happens that causes us to have to, completely reroute our schedules. So
yeah. So I hope you guys understand what happened. We would have done season 2 a couple of months ago anyway.
Yeah.
But it was just because of the unfortunate circumstances from both of us. We've had to postpone and promised you guys we ain't gonna fall on that anyway. We just want to make sure that you guys enjoy the podcast, and we do apologize for the long delay as always.
Sorry guys, I really wanted to get back to it last week, but it didn't work out that way.
Unbelievable.
I really wanted to. I was excited, and then I got sick, so
we'll let you off just this once.
Luciana, who did you buy Elden Ring as a gift for? Because you said you're going to finish it for yourself. So did somebody buy it for you as a gift, or did you buy it for someone else as a gift? So let me know.
Oh, okay. We'll find out from that. But yeah, I hope you guys understand and agree to what we're planning to do. But we ain't going to finish off the podcast. We promise you that, because you guys enjoy it the most. Yes. Enjoy our ranting, enjoy our drinking, and see how it goes. Luciana says,
Luciana, nice.
Buy it as a gift. Go for it. Go for it, Luciana. So, it feels like ages ago, but shall we start the usual topics?
Yes, let's get started on this long-ass episode.
Long-ass episode. I'll remember that for a very long time.
I'm not complaining. I'm just saying it's going to be a long one, you guys. So
it will be. So, if I can remember it right, we have the news article section. So we'll talk about the news. There'll be about... Let's get this shit started. Sort our shit out as well. So basically, what's going to happen is there'll be 5 articles in the news article that we got, as I said earlier on. 2 of them are dead short. 3 of them are middle to long discussions.
Number 1, employee harassment. List number 1, employee harassment. We'll get there. We'll get there.
And then number 2 will be the main discussion topic, which may be related to any of the news articles that we discussed, or maybe a separate topic that we'll be doing. Normally, we would have the interview with this guest, but unfortunately, we've got no guest this evening. And then we will have...
Which will save us a little bit of time.
Absolutely. So you'll find out, Reese, and it's your favourite article as well. I know this one's mine.
Getting their shit sorted, yeah.
Yeah. So basically... Chat is
our guest. That's right, Vanilla. You guys are always our guests. Always.
So normally we have I've lost the words now. Thanks, Trans. So basically, we normally have the updates on GTRP, but because Trans did not even bother to go on to RP for a very long time. We're going to skip that and we're going to go straight to the Ask Us Anything part. So it's going to be
And
about
if
3
the
articles.
Fuzz Bucket decides that she wants my attention, we might have a puppy cameo. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. This is the first time she's been in a situation like this, so we'll see how it goes.
Is she all right now? Is she all right?
She's sleeping right now. She's napping underneath my feet.
That's
She's
good.
just chilling at my feet.
That's good. So here we go, guys. You've been waiting decades for this, for the PC console news articles, as well as a live puppy reaction.
Yeah.
Says. So
if she jumps up here, there will definitely be a puppy reaction. That's for sure.
Absolutely.
If she wants mommy's attention, that is.
Boy,
she might nap it out. We'll see.
And if it does, that is a pure miracle.
I can always get her up here. All I gotta do is call her.
Yeah. I have to wait and see. Here we go. This is the PC console news. So, because of the delay that we've had and 2 months off, some of these articles you may have heard them in a few months ago, and some that we've tried to come into for near to our timeline, which is coming up to the 16th of July 2022 as well. So, Trance, would you like to start off the first 2 articles of the evening?
Yeah. Actually, I'll do the first 3 for it.
Oh, sorry, 3.
It's
sorry.
easier.
You know
it's easier that way. All right.
Yeah.
So normally we do a full deep dive into all the articles that we do, but because there's so much news that we're covering today, because we had such a long time away, I'm going to do a couple paraphrases. I'm going to give you guys a quick hit. Top of the list, a couple of ones, and then we'll get into an actual deep dive of the rest of the articles. Okay, guys? So first off, number 1, BioWare update is good news. New BioWare update is good news for Mass Effect and Dragon Age fans. It's actually premiered on July 5th on comicbook.com. Pretty much what that article was about is it saying that BioWare just hired a new member of the team, Mary DeMorel. And if you don't know who she is known for her work on the Deus Ex series and is now working at BioWare working on narrative and for Dragon Age and Mass Effect projects. Now, the reason why this is big news is because everybody who's played a BioWare game, Dragon Age, whatever, you know that BioWare is nothing without their storylines. So this is a big, big deal because she's a really highly celebrated narrative writer who's going to be working on the Dragon Age and Mass Effect projects that are coming out, including DA4 probably. The second article we're going to hit the high notes on is about Pokemon Go's Niantic. Niantic Studio cancels projects, cuts more than 80 staff as it struggles to find its next big hit. This comes from Kotaku. This premiered 2 weeks ago. And pretty much on this note, Niantic cut about 85 to 90 jobs from over across the company, across the board of the company, and canceled 4 projects: a Transformers spinoff, a game called Hamlet with a theater company Punch Drunk, and then 2 other projects, Blue Sky and Snowball, which may have been internal code names for them instead of the actual game names. There was an email that was sent out by CEO John Hank that said the company was facing a time of economic turmoil. They apparently did give them a severance package, which is good. And Niantic said they will continue to support Pokemon Go and plans to, quote, continue investing in the future of AR. So that's the second quick article. Now to our regular deep dive breakdown articles.
Here we go.
First off, Twitch expands ad programs to pay streamers more money. This comes from The Verge. It premiered on June 14th. Hi, Day Senpai. I was just talking about you. I wasn't sure if you were going to be able to join us. This is actually, remember you guys, we had an article that we covered not too long ago that was talking about the ad incentive program that Twitch was possibly wanting to release. Well, they're actually starting it up and they're expanding the ad incentive program and opening it up to more partners. Notice I said partners, not affiliates. Ad incentive was that program that we discussed that was where streamers would get a fixed amount of money for running a fixed amount of ads, right? The original model was a CPM model, which I believe I can't remember. It's like cost per something from my from my social marketing class. I cannot remember what CPM stands for, but it's per a set amount of money. So that actual model was paying out a flat rate for every 1,000 ads, and it wasn't working too well, so they have adjusted it. Coming from the article, an actual quote from the article, quote, "We found that a fixed CPM model wasn't the most straightforward way to share revenue with creators," said Mike Minton, vice president of monetization at Twitch, in an email to The Verge. "So we're now launching a new model that's not only easier to understand, but also increases ad payouts by paying creators 55% of the revenue for each ad that runs on their stream." Now, remember I said the ad incentive is being more open to more partners, right?
Yes.
Affiliates won't be getting that part of the program, but they will get the benefit of the 55% increased revenue, which is starting in August, as long as they run 3 minutes of ads per hour. So we do have an option of still earning more money for our ads. We just can't get the fixed payout that they're doing for the ad incentive program.
Yeah.
So, as small streamers, that directly affects us.
Yeah, absolutely, Pommy.
So, I would like to hear your thoughts on that article and, of course, chat's thoughts for anybody who streams there or who's wanting to stream, what y'all think about that program.
Well, like I said, I can't remember exactly when it happened, but I remembered you did mention about this article, like they were planning or discussing it and stuff. But from this
We
perspective,
covered this article either earlier this year, I think it was earlier this year, when they first talked about the ad incentive program. We covered this discussion.
Yeah, we covered this discussion. I think it was more of we wasn't sure whether it would work or not, but at the same time, I do think it may help the small streamers. Definitely help a lot because I know it may annoy the viewers coming into the stream, and then I'd have to wait 3 minutes for an ad to finish. But it's just because we're here to try and gain the percentages of what they could offer us when we're streaming.
Well, also, like if you run, it says 3 minutes of ad per hour. So if you run like 2 ads back to back, that's 30 seconds. That's a whole minute right there already. So all you got to do is 2 more of those within that hour to get the 55% bonus of the ad revenue.
Yeah.
Now, some small streamers are also partners. So this directly affects them with that. But we as affiliate small streamers won't get many benefits from this program except the bonus to the payout for the ad revenue. So that's it.
So it'd be 6 ads for an hour. Within the hour, sorry. It's gonna
or
be
an ad every 10 minutes.
But wouldn't that annoy the viewer a lot?
I mean, it could. I would see why it would have annoyed the viewer for sure. But Luciano's got a point. What if they do it to keep partners from switching to YouTube? That might be one of the reasons why they're doing it. We've got another article that we're going to cover that relates to Twitch that directly relates that comment. So hang on to that, Luciano, because that's a direct correlation with something coming up in a little bit.
Yeah, don't panic. Don't panic, Luciano.
It's not bad. It's not bad. It's actually a good way to end our news segment. So, but yeah, so we're not going to see us as affiliates, since neither of us are partners, we're not going to see much off of this except for the ad revenue. But there's going to be people that are going to be like, I don't want to run 3 minutes worth of ads in an hour or I want to run people off, and they're not going to do it anyway. I always forget to run ads. That's my thing. Yeah. I forget to run ads.
Vanilla says clever streamers would run them during their bathroom break. Absolutely.
Good point.
I like to see them do a quick. I know they would do a quick wee, but imagine a quick poo. That would be awkward as hell.
That'd be very awkward.
Yeah, but in 30 seconds, no. Unless they do like the whole 3 minutes and then get off quick. That'll be it. Luciana says, I don't care what platform they go to. I heard YouTube just pays better in general, hence my comment. Yeah, that's true. That's true, though. But I have to wait and see. I have to wait. Everything goes to be that perspective as well. But
Hmm.
again, it should be interesting to see um, how it would work out, and hopefully this will benefit all the small streamers itself and would help
Especially small
massively.
streamers who are partners. You know what I'm saying? They might still be small streamers, but they're still partnered. They might
Well,
have enough to do partner, but neither of us have gotten to that point yet. We're still under affiliate status.
yeah,
So, I mean, like I said, the affiliates aren't going to see as much unless they decide to run the 3-minute ad, 3 minutes of
well,
ads in the hour. But they're not going to see much else out of this, really.
no. But again, you have to wait and see how it all plans out. But I don't want to jinx it because
True.
it's gonna bite back after what happened a few times.
Yeah.
From what I can remember back, anyway. But what do you think, guys, in the chat? Do you think? What would you think if you were streaming? What would you have done? Would you have kept the ads going, or would you try and incorporate it a bit better in that sense?
Like
As
I said,
well?
I just forget to run ads. That's my thing. I literally
Yeah,
forget to run ads. Like it's not. It's just me. Like I just completely forget. I'm like I
yeah.
should run ads more, and I'm like I tell myself I'm like shit I should have run ads and I didn't.
No, no. So it's just annoying, isn't it? But at the
Yeah.
same time, it's just our fault, isn't it? To be fair, but what can
Twitch
you
is
do?
making changes. They're trying to make things better for the streamers and the content creators that they have, and trying to keep content creators to to not have them leave to other platforms. But yeah, they are trying to do their best to try and get things better. Hourly ads are better. You can plan around or to not destroy immersion or miss important moments of the stream. That's a very good point, Lucian. That's a very good point.
That's what I was like mentioning about.
Yeah.
Like, what happens if the ad that imagine a big moment come in and then the ad kicks in, like.
Well,
Whereas,
we have an option on our dashboard. This is a little bit of behind the scenes knowledge for you guys, for streamers. We
yeah,
have an option on our dashboard to run an ad. We can sit here and just run an ad at that moment. And if we do like 3 minutes of ads all at once, where it's like a snack break or a bathroom break or whatever, during that hour, then the affiliates get the 55% bonus.
yeah.
I mean, you'd have to like make a plan to be sure that you're running 3 minutes worth of ads within that hour, and however you do it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, absolutely. And you have to plan it well. To be fair, if you don't, then you're screwed. Either way, to be
Let
fair.
me just
But
kick my foot away. Okay.
how dare? How
She just
dare?
kicked my foot away.
How dare you put?
But
Oh dear. And I think the rage will kick in on chance, which we are,
no.
which we are, which we are building up to this rage because we know what's going to happen next. We know what's going to happen next.
I know
Next-
what's happening next. You know what's happening next. They don't know what's happening next.
They will now. They will.
They
now.
will now. So we're going to head into that next part. So I'm going to hand it back over to you, Malcolm, and let you take over this part.
Oh, okay. Is it because the rage kicking in? No.
Oh, yeah. When I read this article, I was like, that's bullshit. I'm going to add something to it at the end as well. So go ahead and.
Do you want to type it
Thing.
as I'm reading it now?
No. I'll add it at the end when you finish.
Yeah.
Probably depends on the game too. Can't take a break in Dark Souls during a fight, or if you're queued in a party game. That's very true, Vanilla. You'd have to take time. You have to set your plan out properly to make it where you're not going to be interfering with any cinematics or any of that stuff.
Yeah. Here we go, guys. This one is a very, very long article. This article is definitely the rage that you all know. My absolute favourite is Activision. You should know that by now. And Activision is part of this article. Here we go. Activision Blizzard finds no evidence of widespread misconduct at Activision Blizzard. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to repeat that again. Activision Blizzard finds no evidence of widespread misconduct at Activision Blizzard.
And before you go into this article, first let me add that as I was writing these notes on this article, it was very clear where the writer stood on this topic. And I was like, and it was very clear that, you know, the writer was like, this, like, the writer had the same mind. This is bullshit. Like, you could tell that in the writing, the way they were writing it, they were just, without actually saying it, they were like saying this is bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah. So this article comes from PC Gamer, and this was back exactly 1 month ago.
Yep.
Here we go. This is a very long article, so bear with me, guys. An investigation into the allegations in Activision Blizzard by the internal departments of the company has found no evidence of systemic gender-based misconduct. That should have been the word bullshit on that stuff, to be fair. Or that the company intentionally ignored or attempted to downplay any incidents that occurred in the company. The conclusion was filed with the US Securities and Exchange Commission by the Board of Directors on June 16th, where it starts by saying the allegations in media and legal filings about our company were as distressing to us as they were all to you, and implies there were some issues with workplace misconduct, but that it was not a widespread issue in the bigger picture of the company.
Yeah.
I do not believe that one bit. So
if you want to take a break, you let me know, because if the rage gets to you, I will take over. You just let me know.
No, it's building. It's building.
Go for it. Go for it.
Building, because it's just started off with the crap to start off with, to be fair. So here we go. The file. This part is come. There'll be quite a few from the article, so bear with me on this one, guys. The file from the article points at progressively stronger, more decisive and coordinated steps it has taken, including leadership changes to address shortcomings and better reflect the diversity of its audience.
Vanilla, well, just wait. It gets better. It gets better. Trust me. It just gets better. Just wait. It gets better in a very irritating and piss you off sense. Just wait.
Thanks, Chance, for that. From the article again, the company says that contrary to many of the allegations, there is no evidence to suggest that Activision Blizzard senior executives ever intentionally ignored or attempted to downplay the instances of gender harassment that occurred and were reported. What? What?
Oh, you haven't even got to the good part, Milk. You're getting to the good part here in a minute.
Yeah, I'm.
Just wait. Just wait.
Okay.
I'm serious. I'm telling you the same thing I'm telling them. Just wait. It gets better. It gets better.
So another part from the article. Parallel to this investigation, Activision Blizzard said it had former US Equal Employment Opportunity Commission chairman, that was a long word then, Gilbert Casillas, review data on investigated reports of gender harassment in the US between the 1st of September 2016 and December the 31st, 2021. Based on his review, Casillas said that there is no widespread or systemic harassment at Activision Blizzard, and claims that the level of misconduct experienced by employees is competitively low for a company of that size. The file continues by listing the changes it has made to improve the workplace for employees, such as, from the article, increasing the size of its ethics and compliance team, invested in more training, improving transparency on diversity and pay, and implementing new drug and alcohol policies for company events. Okay. The file then blames the media for the unrelenting barrage of media criticism that attempts to paint the entire company and many innocent employees with the stain.
I love it at Vanilla's comic Keep going. I'm sorry.
I thought it was me then.
I'm going to hit all of those comments in just a minute, guys. Just ride this one out till we get to the end and we'll talk about it.
With a strain of a very small portion of our employee population who engaged in bad behaviour and were disciplined for it. Again, from the article, this is the last bit, I believe, from the article, maybe not. In a strongly worded response to the filing, the ABK Workers Alliance Employee Advocacy Group said in a lengthy Twitter thread that the company's statement continues to be as tone deaf. I heard that you heard that correctly. Continue as a tone deaf and hand waving as every other effort thus far.
Effort.
What? Effort. Yeah, effort. Yeah. While yes, the company has been more diverse and supportive, it's because of the passionate individuals on the ground level that care about fostering change, not the leadership, the group tweeted. Also, do not forget the company's silence on issues of abortion, bodily autonomy, transgender rights, and the list goes on and on. Each time something makes the news, employers call upon leadership to make a statement to affirm their own words. Silence is almost always the answer.
That whole last section, guys, those two last sections he read, those came from the ABK Worker Alliance. So we're going to start from the top for everybody that had their comments. So Luciana goes, TLDR, let third parties do investigations and not the same company. Very good point. Vanilla goes, wait, so they're relaying information the corporate has put out, apparently. Intentionally, quote, ooh, big deflection word. That is a very big deflection word. And Vanilla also, so we have discrimination, but it's pretty low compared to others.
Absolutely.
And Vanilla also said, bad behavior, what are they? Dogs? They're dogs.
Yes.
So,
absolutely.
The writer of this article was very pissed about this. I could tell in his words, just the way he posted this. And yes, this is a big bullshit moment. Don't worry, they'll send a strongly worded letter. I'm coping and seething. I know, Luciano. I know how you feel. I know how you feel, buddy. I do. But the whole file, the reason why there's so many from the articles on this, guys, is because it was read. It's directly from the file, which was directly quoted in the article. So a lot of it came from that. Yeah, there might have been a lot of NDAs. You're probably right, Vanilla. But yeah, on top of that, and this was a more recent development with this article, or a continuation of it, which I didn't add to this list because the article was already pretty fucking long, was that Bobby Kotick gets his position back on the chairman board.
What?
Oh, yeah.
No.
Activision Blizzard said he can have his position back on the board.
No.
That was about 2 weeks ago.
No. Yeah, Vanilla. That's my answer.
Yeah.
What?
100%. I'm not even bullshitting you. He can have his position back on the board. They're like, with the investigation and the file that they put him in with this company on this file, he can have his position back on the board. Their plan is like, oh, there's no notification that anybody downplayed the actions of what's going on in the business, so he can have his position back.
But what about all the other employees that got affected during that time?
Yeah. And there was more. It was like 2 times more than what I put on this article. There was a lot more in it, but it was pretty clear where the writer stood, and it's similar to where we stand. This is bullshit. So they need to feel the wrath of the proletariat. Methinks. I agree with you, Luciano. I do. But this, I was like, what? Like they're like, oh, we didn't find any systemic harassment, and there are some people that did bad things, but it was the mean bad media that played all this up. They're the ones who are trying to ruin our name.
Well, yeah, it's just madness, to be fair, but I just cannot believe he's getting this job. I just can't believe it. I mean,
It's
what?
fucking bullshit.
It is. It's just like
Yeah.
we're in a confused world.com. Most of them. I'm like, what? What?
For our size, our discrimination is pretty okay. You know, it happens in every company. It's all right.
I
It's
don't know.
bullshit. It's complete bullshit.
I just can't believe. I feel sorry for all those employees that were affected.
Who stuck their neck out and reported the harassment that they dealt with in the company.
Well, yeah. So now
those people who are like, this happened to me and I'm speaking up about it and I'm not going to let this go. So it's like, those people probably feel like now, like, why the hell did I even try and speak up and make a change? Because Activision's like, oh, we investigated it. It's fine. There's some discrimination, but it's a couple of bad apples in the barrel. Most people don't discriminate, and there was no intentional downplay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Government-funded corruption department finds no signs of corruption in government. Very good point, Luciano.
And how ironic it is in that sense as well.
It's bullshit. It's bullshit. It's complete bullshit.
Okay, here's a question. Are you still sticking by to all the games that are made by Activision Blizzard to not
I haven't
anymore?
touched them since all this happened. I haven't touched them since September last year.
Haven't you?
Since this first came out, August, September, I haven't touched a game since then.
That's good. That's good. I'm still annoyed.
I have effectively boycotted Activision Blizzard games.
Yeah. Or just Activision in general as well. So just
the company.
Blizzard.
Well, I mean, I have games that I've owned that I bought from them because I used to love Blizzard. Activision Blizzard was my favorite company. They had some really good games. I love the shit. I love the Call of Duty series. I loved Overwatch. I loved World of Warcraft. And I loved it. And then, ever since this happened, I haven't touched one since.
Yeah.
They got to release actual good games for me to consider buying. Good point. I mean, I liked them. Not everybody does. But, I mean, I did. And I've literally, my Overwatch disc is sitting and gathering dust by the PS4. It hasn't been touched. PS5. I don't have a PS5. It's PS4. It's wishful thinking. I will will a PS5 into existence.
In next week's episode, Trans has got herself a PS5 and not a PS4 anymore, but she will say PS4s to PS5s now.
They fell off so hard just in the games department, not counting employee harassment. Yeah, I mean, I was playing Warzone. I was playing COD with my friends. I literally stopped playing COD with my friends. Which you guys who know me, you know I love playing those type of games with my friends. Like, that's what I like playing those games for. Yeah. And yeah, I know, Kayan.
Hello.
I know, Kayan. I know. No PS5 because they're broke. It's a good point. I said I would will it into existence. I didn't say I was paying for it. I was like, focus the universe to make me a PS5 and materialize out of nothing.
We do apologise for any technical difficulties on Trans's point of view. If you had any disturbed scenes, just please do not message or call us at any point in time. We're trying our hardest with this podcast to get us back within the last 5 episodes of this season. So we'll try our best with that. But yeah,
I mean, I was like, I have not touched them since this all happened. And I was like, because when this happened, I said I wasn't going to touch an Activision Blizzard game. Did I not? I said, as soon as we reported on this, I was like, no more Activision Blizzard for me. And I have stuck by that through the whole ordeal. I haven't touched any of my Activision Blizzard games.
Yeah.
I said I got a PS5 just to give context and got harassed by Xbox fans. Like, didn't even say anything about Xbox. Hell, I use Xbox services. I'm not a Xbox versus PlayStation person. I think they're both good consoles for their own reasons. What? An invisible disability show? What are you talking about? If I had the ability to materialize Ryan Reynolds and Anthony Starr would be in my room.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
I think that was pointed towards me on that one.
That was a very good point, Vanilla.
Yeah, definitely with that. But with that article itself,
Bullshit. It's bullshit.
It is
It's
the article.
bullshit.
The article was absolute crap, to be fair.
Well, the article was not crap. Like the article, like I said, you can tell that the writer of the article was very pissed about the decision, by this whole decision, right? When you read the actual article itself, you're like, I know where this person stands on this matter. Like it comes through in their writing. You try and be unbiased when you're a journalist, but sometimes it happens. And the whole feel of the article was like, this is bullshit. This is bullshit. They're using their own departments to investigate their own company. That's some bullshit. Like, I mean, you could tell. And I agree with the writer of the article. They were like, I'm reporting on this, but I don't agree with it. I think it's the stupidest decision ever. Like in their writing, that's how they conveyed it.
Absolutely.
But I mean, seriously, it's bullshit.
Yeah, definitely. Sorry, something's just cropped up. Do you want to try and talk about the next article, or talk about it more?
I'll go into the last article, and you go take care of your business, and we'll get back to you when you come back.
Sorry about this. It's just a quick matter of a few minutes.
No worries.
No worries. See you in a bit.
All right. So Malk was going to cover this article. We're going to end on a high note, guys. We're going to end on a good feeling note because Activision Blizzard's got us all triggered. So we're going to end on a good note. Last article for today. Twitch makes big change to how streamers get paid. This comes from comicbook.com. It was originally reported yesterday. So the articles this week come from like a month ago to yesterday. In the coming months, Twitch plans to lower the payout threshold for content creators in various countries. The new payout threshold will be a $50 from the previous payout of $100, allowing small streamers to get access to their pay from Twitch much, much faster. The new threshold rolled out in Argentina, Italy, Japan, Mexico, Spain, and Taiwan on the 15th and will extend to the other countries throughout November. So between now and November, they're going to be adding countries to this program lower. Creators will be notified when they are eligible, and Twitch estimates that 70,000 streamers will see the effects of these more regular payments. PayPal, checks, direct deposit will all be supported, but wire transfers will still require a $100 minimum due to transfer fees. Coming from the article, little note here, quote, "We understand how important it is for you to quickly access the money you earn from streaming," said Twitch in a blog post. "This lower $50 threshold is one important step towards creating a faster, easier payout experience. One day, we'd love for you to wrap up your stream and already have the money you earn from that stream in your wallet. As we aim for lower payout thresholds, we're focusing on building a trustworthy, accurate, and globally accessible experience for everybody." So, Twitch is helping a lot of us small streamers, I know Malk will agree when he gets back, to get our money faster, which is a really, really big thing because a lot of streamers, especially like myself, if they take time away, they lose money. So it's one of those things where it'll help all of us streamers out. And any of you guys who decide to become streamers in the near future, once it hits the US, you guys will feel the effects of this too. So that'll be a good thing. If it's a good way to get people to stay. And Luciana, that comment you made earlier about not wanting to lose streamers to other services, that's one of the reasons why they think that Twitch is making this change, so that people can get their money faster and they still are getting paid. They might not be getting paid more, but they're still getting paid and they have access to their money faster. So that's what I was saying. Hold on to that thought. This is the article I was talking about for that. So while I wait for Malk to get back, what do you guys think about that? I know as a streamer personally, I'm really excited about this. I don't know how long it'll take for it to hit the US, but I'm really hoping that we see the effects of this in the near future. So we can all, enjoy it, especially new streamers. They'll give them something to strive for. And it'll keep people who are with Twitch to stay with Twitch. It gives them incentive to stay. So because Twitch is trying to help us all out. Personally, for those who don't know, I've never been on any service. I mean, I used to do Mixer when it was available, but I didn't do it as much as I did Twitch. I've pretty much stuck with Twitch since I started streaming, so that's a big thing. Vanilla goes, I like that they're making things more accessible, but I wish little increments weren't necessary. Safety first, though. Yeah, that's a good point, Vanilla. I like that they're making it more accessible too, and they're wanting to try eventually where you can get the money faster and faster and faster, and that's going to be their focus going forward. So that's a good note for those of us who got triggered on the Activision situation. And I know that when I started streaming, looking at the daunting task of getting $100 payout before I got my money was like, how the fuck am I going to do that? So I know that that was a thing that I struggled with, and new streamers won't feel as daunted to get the $50, you know. There are some streamers out there that have tons of subscriptions and tons of people who donate, and, you know, more power to them. It's great. But then there are other streamers who don't, you know, or don't stream enough to get the donations or the subscribers. Luciano says, losing Ludwig must have woken them up with the ninja move to Twitch. I mean, let's be real. He would never hold on to that fame. They could lose him. But Ludwig was a real Twitch icon, I think. Lily Pichu recently moved to YT as well, but that isn't that impactful. Moved to Mixer. No, when Mixer's closed down. That was an old service. It's been shut down for like a year or two now. I remember Mixer. And I kind of was enjoying Mixer, but I wound up having some trouble with Mixer that I didn't have with Twitch. So that's good to, I mean, I still stuck with Twitch. Ninja had been on Twitch, and then he moved to Mixer, then he came back to Twitch when Mixer shut down. So yeah, that was big news when that happened. That was really big news. Like, Twitch loses one of its biggest paying streamers. Oh my gosh, Ninja left Twitch for Mixer. Yeah, it was a big ordeal when it happened. So I know what you're talking about. I really hope Malk gets his stuff sorted out real quick. Hopefully he doesn't have to be held up too long. We'll see. But yeah, what do you guys think? And if you guys have thought about streaming, would this lower of the payout, would that be something that would make an incentive for you guys to start streaming? For sure, if you were talking about streaming, just in general. Because, I mean, I know if I was a new streamer right now, that would be something that I would be happy to know about, you know. Get your shit sorted. Aw, if he's got something coming up, it happens. Real life happens. It gets in the way. Real life gets in the way of our fun sometimes. It is what it is. I had to get my clothes done before I got on stream, guys. I wasn't going to be getting up and going to get my clothes during the stream. I finished all that shit. Woof. But yeah, I mean, I think that personally, I think that lowering the payout was a good move by them, making it all effective, and they seem like they're dedicated to helping, especially young new streamers, smaller streamers, get their money faster. Yeah, I want to stream at some point, so it makes me look forward to those little changes from Vanilla. Yeah, absolutely, totally. I get it. I get it, buddy. It's one of those things that if I was a new streamer, I would be excited about that too, yeah. Puppy is just like laying at my feet. She's big, a girl. I was a little nervous, guys. I wasn't sure how she was going to react with me talking to you guys constantly. How it was going to affect her, if she's going to want my attention or what. She's being good, though. She's taking a good naps. Where's a pup? You guys should have heard it earlier. She was barking when we first started. Luciana goes, Ninja was just a sensation. He was doing numbers. He could never hold on to his numbers. Were directly affected by the popularity of Fortnite. So Twitch losing him to other services wasn't a real loss, is what I'm trying to say. Oh, gotcha. I got you. In contrast to Ludwig, who became popular on Twitch because of him, not necessarily to trends or good skills. Good point. Yeah. Twitch has lost a lot of really good streamers. I love pack naps at Bonds Doggos so much. I know. Me and Puppy sometimes take naps together. It's a nice day when we take a nap together. Because Puppy likes her naps with Mommy. She loves them. Oh, and for the record, guys, the dog's name, her name is Akahime. I don't know how many of you guys speak Japanese, but her name is Japanese. me and the boyfriend were going back and forth on different names and different languages of names and what we liked, and we settled on that one. Her shelter name was Seely, but she's not Seely anymore. She's now Akahime. I think I just got her Aka, aka Hime, aka Akahime. I talked to somebody who spoke Japanese, and she said it's a pretty common name. I was like, really? She's like, yeah. I was like, that's cool. But yeah, she's a cool girl. In Japanese, for those who don't know, it means red princess. And she's a little fawn looking thing. She's got her fawn red on her little tawny red. But yeah, she's spoiled rotten, by the way, guys. Totally spoiled rotten. My coworker gave me a whole bunch of his old dog toys, and like she's already torn up a couple of them. They're gone. They don't exist anymore. She's loved them to death. She's got a few others that she's really popular about. Maybe. Classic anime? Maybe. It's possible. I had to ask the boyfriend. He'd be able to tell me. He knows more of that stuff than I do. But yeah, it means red princess. She is a little princess, by the way, guys. She loves her cold air. She doesn't want to be in the heat too much. She loves her water, and she loves her cold air. This puppy can put down like a gallon of water. She ain't even that big. She's only like 40 pounds. But she can put down like a gallon of water. I've seen it. And I don't know where she holds it all. Honestly. Cat's name is Kotaro, and then you have my other cat whose name is just Casper with the K. Well, I don't mind. It portrays both my Dutch and Japanese heritage. Yeah, there you go. Hi, Bella. Good to see you. Thank you for joining us. I'm so happy to see you. How have you been, darling? I hope you've had a great day, great last couple of months. Hope things have been good for you this summer. I was talking about my ups and downs earlier this week. Puppies never hold it. They just pee it out. That's a good point. She does go to the bathroom a lot, but she also wants to go outside and do patrols, which makes no sense to me because she doesn't want to be outside because it's hot. Like, we go outside for like a few minutes. We have a line put up now. The boyfriend put a line for her to walk on. So we hook her to like this pulley system, and she just runs up and down the line and explores and sniffs and does puppy things. And she'll be on the line. Like earlier today, we were on the line and we were getting into the mid to high 80s. And I planned on having her out there for like 20 minutes, letting her walk up and down. But within 10 minutes, she was ready to go. Like, she was looking at me like, let's go, mommy. As soon as we came inside, I got her cold bones, which are ice cubes, for those who don't know what cold bones are, in her water. And she just hit the water hard. She was so hot. The most DNA that we did a DNA test on her, and the two dog breeds that are the most in her are bigger breeds, but she has a lot of medium-sized breeds too, so she's not going to get much bigger than she already is. Mom went to catwalk, not patrol. True, Vanilla, true.
Hello.
So,
hello.
Welcome back, Milk. We were just talking about Akahime.
Oh, okay, cool. I'm so sorry about the delay. There was some technical faults from my end. Have you done all the articles, sorry, of the main ones, or?
I did the last article for you, yes. We were talking about the lowered payout. What do you think about that?
I said to you before we started the stream, I said I think it's more helpful for anyone who's starting out on streaming, especially.
We were talking about that, yeah.
They were thinking about having like the affiliate to have an easier payout, but for me, like, some people may be lucky to get the $100 payout that quick. Yeah. I believe you got yours really quick, didn't you, when you first started?
No, when I first started out, I was getting it quickly, but after a little bit of time, it started waning, and I was going months without it. So
yeah, but that's what I mean. Like, the very first payment, the very first time you got the payment, it was quick. But when you get to like the second and third, it takes longer, doesn't it? Because of the times it takes. But for me, it took me, when I was on Retro Wolf Live, it took me over 6 months before Yeah, before I even got the first payment, and funny enough, I think I got the second payment like within over the year as well. So it was all good, to be fair. But still, I think it's more easy for the small streamers. It's
Yeah.
again. So I think it's more easier. But again, I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but
No, Vanilla was saying that he wanted to stream and he was looking forward to these changes they're making and where they're going forward with this program. So that's a good thing. Bella joined us. So Bella's here hanging out
hello,
with
Bella.
us. Hi,
Hello,
Bella.
Bella.
Yep. We were just talking about it. Bella said, I have had a reemergence in my JoJo's Bizarre Adventure obsession and my Persona 5 obsession. Plus, I've been playing Elden Ring and successfully trying to pass this semester. I hear that, Bella. Bella says, me when I get my $2 revenue 2 weeks earlier than before. It's not a monthly wage thing, even if it's very little. It is a monthly wage thing, but they don't pay it out to you monthly until you hit that 100. When you hit that first 100, the first payout takes an extra month. You have 2 months. You hit the 100, and then you got a month processing. But every time you hit 100 after that, you get the payout pretty quickly.
But it rolls on to the next month.
It rolls
doesn't
over.
it?
Yeah, it rolls over each month. Yeah.
So it's not like, oh, I've not done enough to hit the 100. It's not going to reset back. It's just, yeah.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Yeah, that's why the $50, the drop to $50 is like way better. Because I mean, it's much easier to get $50, for a payout, for a quick payout, than it is to get 100 sometimes. But depending on how your channel's going.
Yeah. Like I said, I like to see the Vanilla channel. To be fair, to see how he's going to do the streams. But
I would love to see Vanilla stream. That'd be amazing.
Yeah,
I would love it.
God, Vanilla, Jesus Christ! Have you read that comment?
It rolls over each month. I love it. I love it, Vanilla. You're awesome.
Bloody hell. Mad scenes, to be fair. But yeah, I think it's good for people who have just started streaming.
And guys, guess what? Guess what? Puppy has just woken up from her nap. She's sitting upright, like at my leg. I'm petting her right now, petting her little head. Akahime, you want to say hello? Come here, baby. Come. Come, sugar baby. Come on. Akahime. Here you go. Ready? Up.
Oh.
Up, baby. Come on. Up. Come get mama kisses. There's my baby. Oh. My baby. Yes, this is my girl. Mama's little princess. Mama's Akahime. Yes, she's my baby. I love you. Say hello, peoples. I Akahime. I the sweetest little love. And I'm so spoiled. And I'm just a mess. And I'm a little heathen. And I'm only 9 months old. This is my princess, guys. Hey, baby. Yes. Oh, you're so good. Yes, you are. Okay. Down. Down, baby. Good girl. Give mama kisses. Thank you for them kisses. So you guys have officially met Akahime now.
Oh.
She stands tall, but she's not going to get much. She's pretty much grown as high as she's going to grow. She's like she's going to fill out and get a few more muscle bits. She's 9 months old, dude. she's big. We had to have a bigger dog. We had to. And we spent months. You guys remember I was talking about it every time we would do a show. I'm like, we're looking at more puppies. We're looking at our puppies. And I really feel like this was like a meant to be situation because she's so sweet. I couldn't believe that she hadn't been adopted out yet, guys. Like, I was like, why hasn't this puppy had a home yet? They had her for like 2 months when I saw her.
Yeah.
Actually, about 3 months. And so, yeah, I was like, yeah, like, why has she not had a home yet? Like, she is so kind and sweet and loving and playful. And I just really think it was meant to be. Isn't that right, sugar baby? Yeah. Mama's princess.
Oh.
But yeah, that's Akahime, guys. She's a big baby. She's a big baby. A sweet girl.
Oh. I'm just going to say now we're going to talk about the segment. So we're going to talk about the main discussion topic. We've talked about
you're gonna come?
You
gonna help me?
I'm going to have to do puppy show now.
It is now Akahime's show. She's stolen it.
Yeah.
Can't come back from that. Puppy is in charge now. That's the rule.
Oh, in charge now. So yeah, we're going to talk about the main discussion topic. But hopefully, we'll be talking about a little bit in depth. Hopefully, it'll be a little bit of a longer discussion as usual. But we'll have to wait and see how it goes. But do you want me to do this, Trans? Because I feel bad you did the last one for me when I
I
was
don't mind. I'd like what I actually would like to cover this.
Okay.
She hasn't told me she needs to handle any business yet, but she probably will very soon. Go play with your toys, baby. Go play. Go play. But we'll see. OnlyFans daughter or Elon Musk? No. So this is actually okay. So today's main discussion. Those of you guys who are here with us, we try and stay out of the ups and downs and the whatevers of political change, and we try and keep our personal opinions out of, well, we don't necessarily keep all of our personal opinions out of the discussion, but we try and make our place over a nice place for everybody to hang out. But recently, for those who are not in the US, that's her telling me that she needs some attention with something. Recently, for those who are not familiar with what's been happening in the US, one of our long-standing cases in the Supreme Court has been overturned.
Oh, okay.
For those who don't know, it's the one about abortion.
I heard about that. Yeah.
Roe v. Wade. Yeah, Roe v. Wade was overturned.
Yeah.
Making it where states can decide what they want for their abortion policies. It's not a federal decision anymore. So we're going to talk about. I'm going to get it started, and then we're going to get it started, and then I'm going to take care of her while you guys discuss amongst yourselves. So our main discussion today, because of recent events, employee walkout canceled after EA makes a statement supporting transgender and women's rights. Now, this was on June 6th. This is before the overturning of Roe v. Wade. Yep. This is before the overturning of Roe v. Wade, but it was up on the table. They were debating as to whether it was going to happen or not. It comes from GameSpot. So we're going to discuss this amongst ourselves. For the record, for those who aren't familiar with this article, EA had changed the logo to a rainbow one for Pride Month, because June was Pride Month. But originally had not made an openly made a statement about supporting its employees' rights. But on June 3rd, a tweet was posted that said, quote, this came from their tweet, "As a company, we are united that trans rights are human rights, women's rights are human rights. Our support is unwavering for our people, our players, and our LGBTQ communities." So there was an employee walkout that was scheduled amongst a group of employees for EA that was going to happen on June 3rd. And then EA made this statement about where they supported women's rights and transgender rights. So we're going to discuss this because we want to find out, different things. We're going to look at some different aspects of this. What are our feelings about this is one of the things I'd like to bring up. Do we think that maybe the employees were right in planning this walkout? Do we think that the response was a response to the planned walkout? Were they just trying to save face? Do we think that the stances of other companies that were talked about in the article that have not been as supportive are within those companies' rights? And last comment I'd like to bring up, these are just some possible discussion points to get us going on this discussion, to spring this discussion. Last point I'd like to say is in the article, it talked about how, in contrast to EA's statement, Sony's CEO took a stance of respecting the opinions of all people and without taking a stance on specific rights. He then proceeded, in an email, to talk about his cat's birthday. How do we feel about that type of action? So I'm going to start Puppy, get her sorted out, because she's probably, well, no, she's laying back down. Never mind, we're good. So we're going to have to get started and see how we feel about this. Let's go ahead and open the floor for discussion with you, Malk, and then you guys in the chat can start typing out your feelings about this, and we'll go to everybody's points.
Yeah. I mean, I heard about the abortion stuff in the
Yep.
US. I think it's wrong how everyone thinks they are wrong, which I completely 100% agree, because it's a human right. It's
Hmm.
like, I mean, you know what I mean? It's not fair on women's rights. So I always said this every time, and I always say this on computer games everywhere we go: equal rights, equal pay, equal everything like that, because everyone
Hmm.
needs to be determined. Like, one pay shouldn't be more than the other unless you're doing a
Yep.
different job itself. But working with them, it's just, I mean, it's I'm mixed at the minute. Like, based on, was the walkout planned? Was the
Hmm.
walkout was meant to happen? If it did, then it was backed out because of the Pride logo itself on EA.
Yep.
Um, but it's not just EA that has to do it. It's like everyone else has to be equal. It's the company's rights to say whether they want to put the Pride logo or like the rainbow logo on their brand itself. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, look, I've got, I treat everyone with respect. Do you know what I mean? With every different ability or anything like that at all. But I do feel like I'm indecisive at the minute based on this walkout. That's all I'm saying at the minute. But it's just, I don't know. It's just hard. But from that perspective, I think everyone should be equal regardless of whatever happens. But we're in a cruel world that we're in at the minute. Um,
I
that
got you,
something,
Luciano. Here you go.
uh, yeah. So
And if you don't see it there, then just search for it. Search for it. It should come up after you.
yeah, so that's what it was anyway. But then Sony did that as well, and then proceeded to talk about the cat's birthday as well. The
Yep.
CEOs. Um, yeah, it's just I don't. I don't know whether it's just right or wrong, but it's just everyone's opinions that could differ different ways. That's how I'm
Hmm.
seeing it at the minute. I mean, the way I see it is like, if you put a Pride logo on for in within June, that's fair enough. You're respecting, you're agreed to, be equal and respect everyone in the Pride month itself. But at the same time, some people may think of it differently, don't they? And it's very hard to explain
Yeah.
itself. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, Trans, but to me, um, I, it's just different, isn't it? Because EA's tried something and to stop it from happening when we don't know whether it's actually true or not. Do you know what I mean? With this walkout, that's all I'm thinking at the minute in my head.
Well, the reason why the walkout was scheduled for those, and it's in the article too, for those who read the article, the reason why the walkout was scheduled is because the employees were furious that all EA did to support the talks that were on the table about transgender rights and especially women's rights at that particular time, all they had done was just rainbow wash their logo. So they were saying that they would not stand for a company that would just rainbow wash a logo at support of Pride Month and not make an actual stance on transgender rights and women's rights at the time. That's why they planned the walkout. So on the third, when the walkout was supposed to happen, they made an official stance. They took an official stance. They said, "Look, this is
Yeah,
where we stand on this. We stand behind our players, our employees, and our communities." So they made a point to say, "This is how we feel about this," uh, openly on a Twitter thread that was noticeable to everybody. So it could be. So I'm going to go over some of the discussions that were already brought up here as we talked about this article. As I ran over the information, Bella goes, "EA is actually based, or is that biased?"
I think it meant to
Vanilla
say
goes,
biased. I
maybe.
think.
Vanilla goes, could be a PR move. Hard to tell with companies like that. Bella says being neutral is just as bad as being on the side of the Christo fascists. agreed with you. Vanilla says, as for the Sony statement, it's great neutrality. There's cats. I'm sure he's more worried about being backed again than rights. Hacked again, sorry.
Yeah.
Can you link the article? Kind of overwhelmed. I shared that with you, Luciano, so you can look over that article for yourself to discuss that. But yeah, so I mean, for all of the shit that EA gets for their games and all the other things that they get shit for, I have mad respect for them taking a stance. Granted, it might have been in a way of trying to save face. It could have been. It's possible. It could have been a PR move. It could have been, we know this walkout's happening. We don't want our people to leave, so we're going to make a stance on it. But I respect them for actually picking a stance and saying, we stand with these human rights for transgenders and women.
Absolutely.
Now, considering that Roe v. Wade was overturned just a few days after this article was posted, it was a very good thing for them to make that stance. As far as other companies, I mean, do you think it's within their rights to stay neutral? Do you think that it's within their rights to say, we support all opinions? Why do you think they would take either a neutral stance or a, we don't really want to get into this discussion type stance?
That's a good question, actually. It's up to the company to make that decision at the end of the day, because it's their brand, it's their agreements, like a terms and conditions agreement and stuff. But personally, I think everyone should be equal. I keep saying this every time. They should be equal. So I think that the company.
Sorry,
okay,
go.
sorry,
Puppy.
sorry. Oh, so was telling me off then, Chance.
I was talking about Puppy. I'm sorry. I wasn't. I was telling her to stop chewing my foot.
I can't chew your foot. It's far.
I was talking to the puppy about not chewing my foot, guys. Okay.
Yeah.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am. No. Yeah. So what I was going to say, yes. So basically, it's up to the company's rights. It's their decision at the end of the day. But again, whatever decision they make, if they don't agree to equal rights or agree to all like the pride stuff, then imagine all the backlash on that company, and they're probably never going to be used again. As such, I know I probably sound a bit harsh then, but it's more to do with like look what happened with Activision, with their stupidity, with their CEO coming back as well. You know what I mean? There's the equality gone. Do you know what I mean? With all those employees, so there's no stability everywhere you go, and it's more to do with the equality of, and I keep saying it's very true, but it's more to do with like how can they keep the company and keep the customers on their side if they want to produce like what EA did with like put a pride logo or like a rainbow color. Sorry, I got a fly in front of my face there.
I understand that. I've had that happen to me too many times.
Well, it's just not fair. It's just not fair on like, with the different customers, and you're just like, where's the equality of this? Do you know what I mean? And it's just that's how I see it. And everyone's the same. Do you know what I mean? But people think of it differently, don't they? And it's just not fair on like judging by a book by its cover rather than the actual aspect, the actual whole story of it, of that person to that link to that company. So at the end of the day, it's the company's decision. But wherever decision they go, they will have a backlash regardless, wherever happens. But do you know what I mean? It's like a lose-lose situation for all companies.
Yeah.
But what EA's done was try to avoid a walkout, which tried to be as fair and equal as possible. So that's just how I see it, anyway.
So Luciano says base is internet slang for agreeing with someone. Your opinion is base is it's the opposite of cringe. Yeah, I don't know all the internet slang. Some of it, not all of it. Vanilla says company stances are murky territory since the people who run them do have political affiliations and do donate to elections and parties they favor. And I think that's really where it comes down to, really honestly. Where does the companies that take those stances, where do their, I guess, allegiances to the parties lie? That's a good point. Bella says
Yeah,
they want to stay neutral to appease the customers, but forgetting the fact that it's either or in this matter. 100%. You'll probably have dissatisfied customers regardless what side you take. So when you stay neutral, you can lose customers from both sides. However, neutrality would probably lose the least customers. Good point. Or you might have some people who are dissatisfied with neutrality and they will leave regardless. Bella
yeah,
says both parties in the US are hijacked by the corporations. One is just progressive on social issues and the other is not. Yeah, that's a very good point. For those who are not familiar with our two-party system here in the States, that's a lot of what Bella's saying right there. It's really a matter of how progressive is the party. Because you have moderate conservatives that
yeah,
lean a little towards the left, but they still stay in moderate territory, but they're more to the right than they are to the left. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah,
And then you have moderate, moderate liberals who are on the right side, but they lean a little bit in on the left, just a little bit towards the center. And a lot of people in the States have said that the two-party system has really kind of failed its people because most people live within that moderate boundary. Some people say,
yeah,
oh, I agree kind of with this side, but kind of with this side. So it's a matter of if they had three parties, and that would actually give people a better voice for those who don't stand on the far left or the far right.
yeah, yeah,
So that's really a big thing. You're 100% right, Bella. It is a matter of who's progressive on social issues and who's not. Who conservatives are considered conservatives because they are more traditionalists, and liberals are considered liberals because they're more progressive. And I have a puppy who is giving me kisses and telling me, "Mommy, I need to go take care of some business." So we're going to go do that, and I will let you take it from here, Malk. At the moment, she does want her voice heard. You're 100% right, Vanilla. We're going to go take
absolutely.
care of puppy business, and I'll be right back. Okay.
No worries, thank you. But from everyone's perspective from this, I mean, I do agree what Trans is saying. I do agree what Bella's saying as well. That sounds a voice, absolutely, Vanilla, absolutely. But from that perspective, I mean, I feel bad for whoever's in the US about this abortion as well. I think it's as I said earlier on, it's a bit of a disgrace how they've took that human right away, or like from the federal part away. Um, and it's just like by law, and it's just like ridiculous, and it's just no wonder there's like a backlash of everything going on. Like, but for everything like that, it's just. I just wish we were in a world where everyone's just equal, like make sure everything's all set. But the problem is everyone's have their own judgmental politics. Um, that's just like all the different aspects as well. It's just very difficult. I mean, have you got any other aspects from your perspective, guys, that you could think of that could may benefit from this? Because, to be honest, it's just. I did say, like I said earlier on, it's just like you either please one lot or not please another lot. And it's that balance. And if you don't get that right, you will struggle massively, to be fair. But yeah, it's just a matter of time itself. But yeah, yeah, it's just. I think what EA done made a statement of having it, fair enough. But I think it's just more of was the walkout planned or was it staged or what? Do you know what I mean itself? Bella says, to be honest, I couldn't give a damn about what the corporations think. They only want our money anyway. I care about the rape victims who have to carry the baby of their rapists, or the mothers with miscarriages who still have to carry the baby. Absolutely, Bella. Absolutely, with that. The money's gone in that perspective. Um, because that's what they want itself. They just want the money itself. But yeah, I you know, it's yeah. I'm just speechless, to be honest, because it's just like we just want the help, the basis of trying to make sure everything's okay and stuff. But I don't know. It's just I think the companies are they just made the games. They just take our money and then that's all they do, and not thinking about customer first as such. But that's what they do anyway. But yeah, I do agree with you, Bella. To be honest, like I would support people who like have struggled or like you know, who have suffered the most as well, and try and try and save them as much as possible. But it's very very difficult as such because, as I said, this world is cruel and always will be. We'll never get to like a peaceful world. Um, that we will ever get. And with COVID kicked in, you're never going to get the same aspects as what we used to. I mean, it's slowly getting there again, but it's just the cautious of everything that's going on as well. But it's very hard. It's very hard to explain, to be fair. But yeah, I mean, what we'll do then is while Trans comes back, we're not going to do, obviously, we haven't got the streamer today. We haven't got any updates on GTRP. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the Ask Us Anything questions straight away while Trans comes back. She'll probably get some questions kicked in. So the Ask Us Anything part, guys, is anything that you want to say to me or Trans or both of us or to any one of us to find out what questions you would like to ask us. I know a majority of you have already asked us, majority of them anyway, but we'd like to hear your thoughts and yeah, we'll get those questions in. And when they do get the questions in, we will display them on the bottom of the screen. If it's a good one, well, if it's a proper question, we'll display it on stream and we'll do it. And if you are listening to it on Spotify, Google Podcasts, or any other podcast platform, we do apologise for any of the actions that you see on our screen, like on the screens, because obviously you hear it from our voices itself. But we're trying our hardest. But make sure you check out the Spotify and Google Podcasts and everywhere else, because that's where we will be. So, come on, guys. We're waiting for the questions to kick in. Because once that kicks in, we will kick off the return back of the podcast after quite a few weeks off. Hello, you okay?
Hi. Bella said, to be honest, I couldn't give a damn about what the corporations think. They only want our money.
Yeah, so we were talking about that, the EA part still. And
good point.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's fair, Bella. 100%.
Yeah, this decade is going to suck major dick. I have to cope with a full-scale economic war in Europe, a housing crisis, and so yeah, it's just ridiculous, to be honest. But we can't change that. But yeah, we went straight Trans while you just come back. We've just got the Ask Us Anything part kicked in as well. And she's just left the seat. So the first question, we'll keep this up. What are your favourite summer snacks and games? Oh, that's a good one, Vanilla. That's a really good question. For me, I love obviously. Yeah, I was just saying to you, Trans. I was going to say. For the summer, sorry, I was just about to say. We're going to have asked the questions, and then you just walked off. Yeah, there's Trans walked off.
Sorry, I had to get her to play with her toys because she's trying to get in the trash where one of her dead toys is, and she's not supposed to be in the trash, and she knows she's not supposed to.
Naughty. For everyone, what are your favourite summer snacks and games? Well, I love
Watermelon.
watermelon. Watermelon.
Watermelon, popsicles, ice cream.
Yeah, ice cream. Oh, Harker does ice cream. I don't care what anyone says. The
Hey,
strawberry.
I had Neapolitan ice cream yesterday with M&Ms on top and whipped cream. So, booyah.
You know what I had? You know what I had? I had a Cadbury's caramel cookie dough from Pizza
What?
Hut.
Nice. I actually have double chocolate brownies in the fridge waiting on me.
Oh, I
Now
see
I'm
where
gonna
this is
want some
going.
double chocolate brownies. What the hell? You guys,
No,
I haven't had any of them since we got pizza the other night.
no. Tough on that because that's what's going to happen. Anyway, you're going to have them sooner rather than later after the stream.
Summer games, I don't really know what kind of summer games I would play.
It'll be like athletics. I would play like just for fun if you had like
Volleyball's
you know,
fun.
yeah, well the soccer, football.
Guys,
Yeah,
I've like turned into like almost a hermit. I don't go out and do stuff anymore. Hardly ever. Like if I'm going out anywhere, it's usually with puppy. So
yeah. Wow.
I've kind of turned into a bit of a hermit, y'all. So it's like, I mean, it's not even like I want to be that way. I just don't really have the time. But I
No,
do like volleyball. I haven't played it in a while, but I do enjoy it. And pool games, of course, are also fun.
the belly flop pool
No,
games.
like colors or categories. If you don't know what by colors, categories. Or Marco Polo is always fun in the pool.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like those type of
Uh,
games, little fun games
I
that
thought
you
you
learn
said
as a
about
kid. You know.
yeah. For me, it would be the belly flop.
I
Like
haven't
belly.
even been in the pool this season, guys. I haven't even been in a pool. Okay.
Well, the
I haven't
question
gone swimming at all season.
the question that Lucy, I know it's not a question, but it's kind of like a quote. It says, "Yo, Matt, are you going to survive?" So in the UK, the heat is really cranking up, and when I say cranking up, it's
Seriously, yeah.
absolutely boiling off. By the side of me is the fan. I try not to do it too much to the microphone, so in case you couldn't hear me as such, but it's absolutely boiling. I don't know whether I will survive. I'll probably be melting like drips.
Don't melt, Malk. I need you for the show. Don't melt.
Like it's like wax. It's like melts on that next. So yeah,
Malk is made of wax, confirmed.
bugger. Where's the candle?
Guys,
Where's the candle? You need
we've
it.
started talking about snacks, and now I'm gonna get some damn double chocolate brownies, guys.
Well, do it quick because Bella's asking the question of current favorite song.
Okay. I want to answer that before I go, Bella. I don't know if I would consider it my favorite, but I've been listening to Arson from J Hope's new album a lot lately, which is
What? What?
awesome.
What? What?
Bella knows. Bella will know what I'm talking about. Thank you.
I don't. I don't. You
J
need to
Hope is
like
one
a
of the members of
taste.
BTS. Yeah, I know. You can't account for some people with their taste. You know what I mean? But J Hope is
Trans,
one
I've
of the
just got
rappers in
something
BTS.
itch.
He
I've just got
released a
something itch.
solo album,
Yeah,
and his new song "Arson" has been the thing I've been listening to the most lately.
yeah,
I will be back with my brownies.
yeah. I wonder if it goes.
I have checked the rest of the album. I've listened to all of it. I have to go through the rest of them and listen to them again. I listened to More and Arson a lot. What If is pretty awesome. There's a couple other ones that I like Equal Sign was pretty cool. I liked that one. And I've got to listen to it again to pick some of my other favorites. But I've already put favorites by the two singles, and I would put more favorites when I listen to the rest of the album later. Well, I listen to the album multiple times later. So, chocolate brownies. I'll be back.
Just what transit. Just doing the order of getting some chocolate brownies. Current favorite song. Now you probably say I got no taste on this because tough on that. But basically, I love Fool's Gold by the Stone Roses, but it's the 10-minute version. It's the 10-minute version. I absolutely love it. I know it's an old song, but it's class. I absolutely love it to bits. Um, especially when you're in a dance mood as well, and you just like go. But yeah, it's just how it goes. But yeah, that's just the taste that I've got. To be fair, like the indie rock music. I love Queen. Um, Bohemian Rhapsody. That if I had to pick a Queen song, yeah, Bohemian Rhapsody number one. One Vision as well. So that's just loads that I could pick. Yeah, so Vanilla says, I'm not feeling summer crop vibes as a kept card. Fair enough. Luciana says K-pop has been kind of mid-past a few months. In my opinion, I say this as a regular listener. Oh, okay. To be honest, I'm crap with the latest music at the minute. Vanilla says I'm more addicted to Lapis debut song right now. Oh, okay. Is it more house? Is it more R&B? Is it more rap? I'm sorry if I. The only thing I just prefer like the Indian rock music at the minute. I do love a bit of some rap and like the old rap and stuff. Some house music as well, if you know some of them anyway. But it's mainly like the 90s, so I love the music, to be fair. But I just don't know what type it is, so I'm useless. I'm sorry, guys, I'm absolutely useless at that. But yeah, it's just mad scenes, to be fair, absolutely mad. I'm just trying to see what everyone else is going to write. More aggressive pop than the more upbeat songs being put out. Oh, okay. I wasn't sure whether it's like, techno or like different fast beat musics type of stuff, but that's understandable.
I'm back.
Hello. So my favourite song, Trance. I'm sorry. Oh, why are you teasing with the brownies now?
I told you I had brownies. I'm eating them. I found out the boyfriend had 3 the night we ordered them. I'm eating 4.
Where's our share? Are you trying to tease us after I did that hard ice cream last time to you?
Yep, that's what it is.
Is it? How dare you?
And guys, it's not just double chocolate, it's chocolate chip. Double chocolate chip.
I thought you said triple chocolate chip then. Yeah.
I'm sorry, it was brownies. It's important stuff, guys.
Yeah. Poor Trans left Mount to drown in the K-pop.
Luciana, I didn't know you're an avid K-pop fan. That's pretty cool. I'd say TXT's Good Boy Gone Bad's pretty good.
Oh, okay. For me, I know I've gone old retro type stuff because that's what I'm called, Retro Wolf Life itself.
Yeah.
I loved Stone Roses, Fool's Gold. Have you heard of that one?
Nope.
Fool's Gold. You've never heard of Fool's Gold? You never heard the 10-minute version?
You have to play it for me.
Oh, I'm going to get copyright.
Not now.
Well, you guys do it now. So, Luciana says, my favourite is either Bury the Light from Devil May Cry 5 or Assumptions by Sam Galatri. But I doubt you have heard of that. To me, I have never heard of those. But if I did hear them, again, I'll probably let you know, Luciana. Anyway.
Devil May Cry got some killer music. I'm not even going to lie. Like, for real.
Oh, God. The best ones, like, I loved was... do you know Tony Hawk?
Mm-hmm.
Well, he did his own skateboard games, didn't they? Skateboards.
Yeah.
So they did the best playlists of the first 2 games ever.
Mm-hmm.
They're like Pinatown and the Donkey. Do you remember that one?
No.
Oh, for God's sake. I can't win. I cannot win, guys. I cannot win at all.
I'm happy. I got brownies. I'm good, y'all.
Yeah, I know you're happy. I know you're happy at the minute. Luciana says, I like K-pop, but lately J-pop has been taking the edge. They're just unbeatable instrumentals.
I haven't listened to a lot of recent J-pop, which I need to.
What's the difference?
Now that song, the new song by J-Hope has old school hip hop vibes, which is pretty cool. And
Yeah.
his other single, More, has like a section it's got old school hip hop and like rock alternative vibes, which is really cool.
Yeah.
So both those are killer if you're into those type of feels. But I haven't listened to any recent J-pop. My boyfriend listens to more J-pop than I do. I'm the K-pop person. He's the J-pop person. So
Fair enough. But what's the difference?
You're not getting chocolate fuzzy butt.
What's the difference between the two?
Japanese and Korean.
Oh, is it? Oh, is it? Okay. Sorry, I thought it was a different type.
J-pop is Japanese because it's Japanese pop, and Korean is K-pop, which is Korean pop. But it's not necessarily its own genre. It's not a genre. It's just the fact that it's the music. It's the pop music from those countries.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that, guys. I thought it was like a different vibe to like different genre for like all.
I'm breaking him in slowly, guys.
Yeah, you've already broken. To be fair,
J-Rock is pretty killer, Bella. I've heard some J-Rock. J-Rock's got some good shit.
I'm a mess by my first story. J-Rock is really underrated in my opinion. I don't know if I've ever listened to like J-Rock as well.
So the boyfriend loves Japanese artists just in general, and he loves Japanese rock artists specifically.
Yeah.
So, like, he's a big fan of J-Rock. I was watching a reactor about the video for More, and he was saying, the reactor was saying, he's like, is Korean rock a thing? Is K-rock a thing? And I'm like, dude, yeah. He's like, because this is totally K-rock. This is totally rock. So it's like totally K-rock.
Mad, to be fair.
It is. You're right, Bella. It kind of is. But which is why I'm so excited about these solo albums from the BTS members that are working on them.
Yeah.
Left and Right, Charlie Puth with Jungkook is a pretty cool little song. Cool little song.
I'm so sorry, guys. It went from one ear to another with all these song names.
Left to Right is English. I'll have to play it for you, Malk. You might like it. It's got a nice little vibe to it.
Is it? You're playing it now. You're playing it now and get copyright struck.
I can't play it now. Copyright strike. But Left and Right is by Charlie Puth, but it's which we all know who Charlie Puth is. But Jungkook from BTS is featured on it. He's got his own verse, and he adds into the chorus and stuff. So and he's got an amazing voice, so it works out great. I'll play it for you. I'll let you hear it when the show's over.
Cool. Bella says I would play K-pop. I would say K-pop is more produced, if you will, compared to J-pop. Yeah. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I agree. I can hear something.
So we do apologise for any technical difficulties during the.
Those who are on the audio portion listening to this later, I apologize. She's getting used to a lot of the sounds around the house in the last couple of months. She's been doing really good. I'm surprised she didn't do this sooner.
Yeah, absolutely. Come on, guys, we want more questions. This is the episode I've been back for ages, and we're near the end of the stream.
Yeah,
I know. This could be one of the shortest again that we've had.
I thought it was gonna be long. The news was long.
Yeah, I thought that was gonna happen, but
the news was hella long.
yeah.
And then we had like 20 minutes, 25 minutes intro. Oh my god, hang on, guys, hang on.
So come on, guys, have you got any other questions kicking in for either myself or for Trance or for yourselves, for both of us? Oh, that's a good question, actually. So Bella's asked the question of any dumb achievements you consider achievements, but can't really be called achievements. That's a good question. That's a really good question.
Sorry, guys. I was trying to calm the puppy. I don't think I succeeded. So I apologize if she keeps barking.
It's all right.
Saddle, baby, saddle. Good girl protects. Good girl. Good protects. We want her to be protective and to let us know when there's danger, but we don't want her to continue with it. That's the
Fair enough.
problem. If she continues with it, then that's an issue.
Yeah.
That's enough.
So
I think I know what she's barking at. Hang on. I think I know what she's barking.
okay. So any dumb achievements you consider achievements, but really can't really be called achievements. I don't know really. To be honest, it's I probably have, but I just can't think at the minute. There should be. I should think of loads, but I don't know. It's very
All right,
difficult.
I'm back. Sorry. Dumb achievements.
So I'm struggling to answer this one because I can't think of one at the minute.
Well, I mean, I have that achievement I was talking about earlier, but I wouldn't consider it dumb. I would consider it to be very important. I would consider it to be like a very important achievement mentally. But that's the one I was talking about earlier. But I wouldn't consider it to be a dumb achievement. I always celebrate when I do something, when I do like stupid little things. But that's just me. And I can't think of anything particularly off the top of my head, aside from what we talked about earlier in the show. So, but like I said, I wouldn't consider that dumb. You know, I would consider that a legit achievement.
It's a difficult one for me, to be honest.
If I come up with something, I'll let you know.
Yeah.
Like how many drinks you had in one night without getting drunk?
Yeah. Well, that's another question. I haven't got to that part yet.
No, he's saying that's not a question. It's an example of what was being asked.
Oh, okay. Without getting drunk. Oh, okay. People may think...
I would probably say something like eating faster than the boyfriend. When I'm trying to rush to get seconds, like beating him to the seconds.
Then that's bad.
That sounds like it's stupid, but I consider like I'm like, haha, I got seconds first.
Yeah, and you're just doing this to everyone else, and like, haha.
Yeah, I got seconds first before you did.
Yeah. For me,
you can craft an open world game. What theme would it be? RPG all the way, dude. Like, I'd make like a game based on my D&D campaign that I'm putting together, guys. I'd be all about that.
If you craft,
I want to stream that. By the way, I do want to stream that.
And you should do soon. Trans should do that soon.
Well, when the game starts, I'll start streaming it.
Sooner.
Well, I have to finish the NPCs first, guys. I have a bunch of owners of companies. I've got the royal family. I've got the royal cabinet of advisors, and a whole bunch of other shit that I haven't done yet.
Yeah.
I got my random encounters, my random roll encounters, though. I've got that taken care of. I was very proud of myself for that because I came up with some really good ideas, which I promptly took from other people who had really good ideas and just added them to my own little counter list. So it was good. But I did make a random encounter, and it's not all fights. Some of them are scenarios that the players will have to get themselves out of.
Yeah.
Power trip and fantasy RPG with multiple universes which act as separate games and stories within the open world game. What?
Mine has just been blown.
Luciano, jump on that now because that freaking sounds epic, dude. That's like hundreds of hours of playtime.
And during the podcast, there'll be a new article called The Power Tripping Fantasy RPG with multiple universes with acts as separate games and stories within the open world game RPG type stuff as well.
Luciano's games updates.
Yeah. That's what it would be.
Because Trent would all be on that. 100%.
Yeah. For me, I know I sound it like the retro because it's like I would like to have a Mario one, open world Mario. Imagine instead of going from left to right on a sprite version, it's more like open world, so you can just go onto pipes Imagine jumping to different pipes to different worlds.
Yeah,
Like
that's cool.
not through paintings like 64 back in the days, but imagine pipes go through
Yeah,
Galaxy, like Super Mario
go to
Galaxy
different
did.
galaxies through the pipes. That's pretty cool. That's a
Yeah,
pretty epic idea. I like it.
that'll be
You should
one.
get on that too. Make it happen.
Uh,
Both of you
well,
guys, make it happen.
welcome to the Malc updates on the open world scenarios. Oh, okay.
Luciano, I love it.
Luciano says, like one universe has a Red Dead type gameplay and story, while the other is a personnel style game, and the other is a Soulborn game, but with power tripping.
I love
That's
it. I
that.
love it, dude. That's amazing.
That sounded like it's like a Lego Dimensions version, but like this.
Maybe, yeah.
That imagine a Lego Dimensions version, but in that Red Dead personnel
That's pretty
Soulborn.
cool. That's cool.
Like
Cool
I'm waiting for
idea.
Trans to say, "Make it happen." As well.
Yes, make it happen. All of y'all, make it fucking happen.
Sort your shit out. Is that what you're going to say next?
It's not a sort your shit out situation. It's a make it happen situation. It's a take my money situation.
Yeah, that's what's going to happen.
Here, take the wallet before I even get paid, because I know I'm going to spend money on it.
I thought he was going to say, "Shut up and take my money, man." Like
Yeah, it's a shut up and take my money situation. Yeah, totally. Make it happen, and I'll buy it.
Cool. And due to sales, there's only been one person playing the game, and everyone else has bought the game but not played it yet. To be fair.
That reminds me, we haven't updated them in the last few weeks. We still have our merch, our Bish Bash Bosh merch, guys, on his merch page.
Yes.
So we'll have to share that link later so you guys can look at that. But
do you want to do that now? Or do you want
if you want, I don't have that link right now.
Oh, I have to do all
you?
that. I think I have to remember because it's been a while since I've been on.
It's in my Discord, but it's a ways back there. Just saying.
Oh, that means I'm gonna have to go to your Discord then, won't I? As well.
Is it in my Discord? I think I shared it in my Discord. Yeah. Like my Discord's still open. I can get there.
I do apologize, guys. We will try and.
Bro, I got this. I got this.
You got this. You definitely got this as well. Have you got it?
No. Here it is. I found it.
You found it.
I found it. Yeah. I found it, y'all. Oh, and I saw those comments in the chat, guys. I saw those comments in the chat. Legit, you're right. It has been a lot of the same topic for the last few weeks. You're right. But tell Activision to sort their shit out, and we won't have to make any more reports on them. So there you go.
You do know there'll be an Activision logo here, and there'll be an Activision logo on one of the T-shirts on that merch, and you'll be like, sort your shit out.
Sort your shit out.
Yeah.
Totally. It's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
Too.
Oh, I got an idea. Imagine Activision, but like a crossword. Sort your shit
out. Oh my god, I like it. I love it. Oh my god, that's great. We need to talk to somebody who's a graphic designer. Some of these ideas have got to go onto paper.
Yeah. Imagine the American, like your country needs you. That type. But this time, shit out. Yes.
Oh, Bella, it's all good. That was really awesome. Short your shirt out. I like it. We're all about that shit. It's good. It's good shit.
It's all good. Bella, we'll let you off just this once. Wink, wink on that one. But yeah, if you're on Trans Gamer Girls Twitch channel at the minute, the link. There we go. The link on there.
The link is in the chat on the show too, but you just have to type it out if you're in the chat. I'm sorry. But
I have to do that.
Excuse me. Sorry for the brownie belches. I apologize.
No, you're not. You're not. You're not apologizing. You're not apologizing. You're just taking the mic now because
I'm good. Don't worry.
You're not. Here you go. For anyone that's in the Retro Wolf and anyone's on the Retro Wolf.
There you go.
As well.
There we go.
Yeah, but
You need to make a timer for that thing.
you know me, I'm just a lazy git. You know that, don't you?
Well, you've been busy, dude. I get it. Like, it's fine. If you're not healing, you've been doing other shit, and I understand. It happens. And my summer has not been very slow either. So there you go. I've been doing a lot of programs, so.
Yeah.
I've been working programs.
Okay, here's a question for everyone. What item would you like to see on the merch that's not overly graphically disturbing, shall we say? Do you know what I mean?
I love that you have to say that.
I had to because
I love that you had to say that.
Yeah, a gold bar, real.
I don't know if we can get that. We'll try. I don't know what's going to happen. But we're going to do our best.
Well, on the merch, on the t-shirt itself, or on the.
I think he wants an actual physical gold bar.
Oh, good luck with that.
He can buy.
Good luck with that, mate.
But yeah, so you guys, that beanie, pretty freaking fire. I love that beanie. I'm still gonna buy it. I just haven't bought it yet, but I am planning on buying it. So yeah.
I'm trying to think what I put on there now.
Oh, it was just our logo, but the coloring was it looked really cool. It was a cool ass beanie. I'm wearing it in the winter months. When I have the money, I'm buying it and I'm wearing it in the winter months for our shows. Logo every time, every day.
I'm waiting for that. I'm waiting for Traz to buy the mug, the black.
I want the mug too.
Yeah,
I like that mug too. There's a bunch. I like the notebook. I also like the mouse pad.
Basically, it's just after everything, guys.
I mean, that's kick-ass looking shit. I love it. And one of those shirts is good. Lots of stuff. Hi, baby. You're okay. That was Mama. Settle down, baby. It's okay.
So, but yeah, mad scenes, to be fair. So, guys, if you've got any more questions, we'll do for probably about the next couple of minutes, and then we'll stop the stream as early as we can. So,
crazy early.
I know, considering that we was expected to be the one longest episode ever. But yeah, it's still mad. If you've got any questions for us, guys, tell us now before holding on for next week. For next week's, I believe we have got a guest next week, all being well. I think it's Miss Rose.
Should. Yeah, I think we got Rose next week. I'm pretty sure that's what you told me.
Yeah. Oh no, Luciana.
Oh man.
OnlyFans daughter or Elon Musk simp. He invested his life savings he saved for him in cryptocurrency.
Probably OnlyFans daughter.
Really?
This is a would you rather question. There's no right answer on this, but at least OnlyFans daughter, OnlyFans has gone to underwear. So, I mean, I think that's the only thing I could think of, depending on how old the daughter is. I'm old enough to have a 20-year-old child. So if my kid's like later teens, early 20s, then yeah, totally, I get it. If they're younger than that, we got to have some talks. But at least I can handle that better than an Elon Musk simp. I have nothing against Elon Musk. I mean, I have issues with him, but like, I don't have anything like untoward to him, like just overall. It's just, I would rather not have a kid who's like all about Elon Musk.
Yeah. I'm going to have to go with the EOF part, wouldn't I? Probably the same description as what you said as well. But yeah, that's the good question on that one.
That's a good question. That's a good would you rather.
Yeah, would you rather? Okay. Since I don't know what's happened to Reese, I'm not sure what's happened to him because he's been quiet.
Akihime, stop, baby. Sorry, she's going crazy right now. I apologize, guys.
Bella's got a question. Why do you like boobs?
I honestly think they're a hindrance. Honestly, I just think they're a hindrance. I really think they're more trouble than they're worth. having them myself, they're more trouble than they're worth.
Yeah.
Oh, stop.
Not trouble. They're amazing. To be fair.
Okay.
Yeah.
Says someone who doesn't have them.
No.
They're amazing to you. You don't have
Yeah.
to deal with them every day.
No, it's class. Class. That's the perfect answer on
just
that one,
saying.
Bella. Just perfect answer for that one. Right, we're gonna have to stop the stream now, guys. It's the earliest that we've come back. We expected it to be
I know.
as the longest
This
show
just means
ever.
I have 2 more hours to work on my characters for my D&D campaign.
Oh, good stuff. So, but yeah, it's been quite interesting to see how you guys have come back. It's good to have a good following back, and
Yes.
thank you to all that's popped in. You're an
All the
absolute
love to
amazing-
all of you guys. We love you so much.
Absolutely, and yes, it's just mad scenes, to be fair. So, but yeah, thank you to the lovely trans gamer girl, the hostess with the most S. I forgot to say that at the start. I can't believe I didn't say that. I don't want to. Yeah, but this has been over
You're
2
slacking,
months.
Milk. You're slacking.
I
He's
know.
slacking, y'all. He's slacking.
Slacking. Unbelievable. Anyway, and I was your host with the most. I can't believe I didn't even say that as well. The host with the most, Malk, aka Retro Wolf Live.
Milk, you are not the hostess with the mostest. I'm sorry.
No, I said the host with the most.
You can be the prettiest girl at the Harvest Moon Ball, though, if you wish.
Trans. I've got an itch there. Sorry. You know, I didn't say that at all. So I'll say it again. I am the host with the most.
There you go.
Not.
Good point, Luciano. Good point.
Oh.
He goes, the prettiest girl is me, of course.
Bish bash bosh type stuff. Anyway, next week on episode 17, we will have the lovely Miss Rose for the very first time.
Yes.
She did appear on some of the chats like ages ago, but I'm hoping, all being well, she will turn up for the very first time in the podcast. I'm looking forward to it as well. So should be a blast. She does a lot of the GTRP. She did quite a few of the other streams in the past, but she has started to do with the GTRP recently. So, but yeah,
I should really pop in and say hi to her because it's been a while since I've seen her. And like, I should jump into her channel and be like, "Oh my gosh!"
Absolutely. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for the return. I know it's been far too long. We will try and finish off season 2 for you guys and tell you.
Because you guys asked us to. Y'all said that's what y'all wanted, so that's what we're doing.
Whip. Sorted out.
No, I'm just saying that, we appreciate the fact that you guys involved yourself in that little poll that we took between both of our channels.
Yeah.
And said, hey, this is what we want. We want you to do the show. And I just realized I didn't change my information on my updates on my page, by the way. I didn't change I didn't change the tabs on my channel. That's okay. I'll worry about it later.
Slacking. That you can't get away with that, can you?
Democracy. Luciano goes democracy.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. Democracy wins.
Oh, okay. So, anyways, guys, we're going to shoot off, and we'll be back next week as normal. 9 p.m. UK time, 3 p.m. Central.
Is it yes.
3 p.m.
Hey,
Central?
He got it, you guys. He got it right. 3 p.m. Central, and I didn't even have to remind him. How about that? You're getting better, Milk. You're getting better at this.
I'm glad you said you're from slacking to you're getting better. Thanks.
Okay, so you had points. You were here, and you dropped down a little bit. Now you're back up here. So.
Oh, you're judging me.
You earned some points back for that one.
I had some brownie points. Is that high? Yeah.
I don't have any more brownies for you. I'm sorry. You'll have to come see me for more brownies. There's 2 more in the fridge and they won't last. So gonna make it fast.
Anyways, guys. See you all next week. Ta-ra, bit. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys. Bye.